Welcome back to Asim Tech. Today, we are diving deep into what might just be the biggest generational leap in mobile history. If you follow the tech industry closely, you know Apple releases new iPhones every year, but the upcoming iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max are not going to be just another incremental update. This is a massive leap forward that will set the direction for the smartphone market for the next 5 years. From supply reports to internal engineering documents, TSMC's fabrication labs, and Cupertino headquarters, a total of 12 confirmed leaks and major upgrades have emerged, making this phone an absolute beast. In this video, we are doing a complete technical breakdown of every single upgrade. From a smaller Dynamic Island and a 2nm A20 Pro chip to a mechanical variable aperture camera, Apple's custom C2 modem, and true satellite internet browsing, we are covering it all. If you are planning to upgrade or just love technology, stick around until the end because this video has everything you need to know. Let's start with our very first major leak, which completely alters the look and functionality of the front display. Ever since the Dynamic Island debuted on the iPhone 14 Pro, Apple hasn't changed its physical footprint by even 1%. However, on the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max, the Dynamic Island's size is finally being reduced by about 1/3, or roughly 33%. The main reason behind this shrinkage is that Apple has successfully commercialized under-display Face ID technology. Critical Face ID components, like the flood illuminator and dot projector, are now hidden beneath the OLED display layer. That leaves only the front camera and main infrared receiver at the top, resulting in a much smaller pill cutout. In daily use, this means when you are watching 4K HDR content or playing full-screen games, the cutout won't distract your viewing experience. Plus, it frees up much-needed status bar space for your notifications, network icons, and battery percentage. Moving on to the second leak, which centers around the internal display architecture. Apple is collaborating with Samsung Display and LG Display to introduce a brand new panel known as LTPO Plus OLED. Compared to older LTPO panels, LTPO Plus refines light emission efficiency at a microscopic level. When you are out in direct sunlight or harsh lighting conditions, the panel can reach extreme peak brightness levels with. Our fourth leak is the single biggest semiconductor breakout in the industry, the Apple A20 Pro chipset. For the first time in mobile history, Apple is moving to TSMC's cutting-edge 2nm process node. Thanks to this 2nm architecture, transistor dimensions have been scaled down so significantly that TSMC can pack roughly 50% more transistors into the same surface area compared to 3nm chips. On the performance front, you can expect a 15% to 20% raw speed boost in CPU and GPU operations, while power consumption drops by up to 30%. On top of that, Apple is introducing WMCM, or wafer-level multi-chip module packaging. Previously, RAM was placed separately on the board, but with WMCM technology, 12 GB of unified RAM is embedded directly onto the A20 Pro wafer itself. This virtually eliminates latency during heavy Apple Intelligence AI tasks, MACHI, any learning workloads, and ray-traced gaming rendering. The fifth leak comes directly from Apple's push for custom hardware independence, the in-house Apple C2 custom 5G modem. Apple relied on Qualcomm modems for years, but the iPhone 18 Pro lineup fully integrates their custom C2 5G modem. The primary advantages here are thermal management and power efficiency. Qualcomm modems occupied extra motherboard space and generated noticeable heat during heavy data usage. The C2 modem works in direct synchronization with the A20 Pro chip. As a result, switching between cellular towers, maintaining connections in weak signal areas, and downloading heavy files over 5G will draw significantly less power and generate minimal heat. Leak number 6 is easily my personal favorite feature, and it ushers in a whole new era for real-world connectivity and emergency safety, direct 5G satellite internet browsing. On previous iPhones, satellite capabilities were limited to emergency SOS text messages and basic location sharing via Find My. But on the iPhone 18 Pro Max, Apple is using the NRNTN, non-terrestrial networks, protocol to enable actual web access via satellite. This means if you are out in the desert, hiking in remote mountains, or out at sea far beyond the reach of cell towers, your phone connects directly to low Earth orbit satellites. You will be able to browse the web on Safari, send texts and images on messaging apps, navigate using Apple Maps, and even stream light audio or 720p video clips. The seventh leak brings professional DSLR-level hardware to smartphone photography, a 48MP main fusion camera featuring a mechanical variable aperture. Previous iPhones had a fixed aperture, f1.78, but the iPhone 18 Pro series incorporates physical mechanical blades inside the lens module that physically expand and contract the aperture, opening from f1.4 all the way to f4.0. At night or in low-light environments, the blades open wide to f1.4 to let in maximum light, producing virtually noise-free low-light shots with rich detail. When shooting portraits, you get genuine optical depth of field and creamy blur without relying on artificial AI edge detection. Meanwhile, during bright daylight landscapes or group shots, the aperture narrows down to f4.0 to ensure every person and background detail stays razor-sharp and in focus. Our eighth upgrade refines a feature Apple introduced recently, the camera control button. On the iPhone 16 and 17 series, this button was a complex, delicate component, which made repairs quite expensive if it broke. For the iPhone 18 Pro series, Apple has simplified and reinforced its internal design. By improving the capacitive sensor alignment and haptic engine integration, the button gains better physical durability and water resistance. Furthermore, the simplified construction lowers manufacturing costs, making repair expenses far more reasonable. The ninth leak touches on the phone's physical dimensions and hand feel. To accommodate the larger battery, variable aperture camera module, and internal satellite hardware, Apple tuned the chassis structure slightly. The overall thickness increases by a tiny 0.05 mm, which is completely imperceptible to the human hand. The total weight goes up by about 9 to 10 grams, but Apple rebalanced the internal components around the center of gravity. This prevents the phone from feeling top-heavy, giving it a solid, well-balanced, and comfortable grip. Leak number 10 is all about aesthetics and color choices. Apple is introducing 4 stunning premium titanium finishes this year. The flagship hero color is rumored to be dark cherry, a deep, luxurious metallic burgundy red that looks incredible under light. Alongside dark cherry, the lineup includes a refreshed Sierra blue with subtle titanium undertones, a sleek space black, and a classic pristine titanium silver. Our 11th leak is Apple's new custom N2 wireless coprocessor. This dedicated networking chip takes full control over Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.4, and ultra-wideband (UWB) tracking. Thanks to the N2 chip, AirDrop transfer speeds are up to twice as fast, wireless connections with AirPods and Apple Watch operate with practically zero latency, and background signal searching uses up to 40% less battery power. The 12th and final major upgrade is the unified matte ceramic back finish. On previous models, the slight color contrast between the camera bump and the frosted back glass received mixed reviews. Is time. Apple engineered a single-piece matte ceramic glass back where the camera plateau and main body match 100% seamlessly in color and texture. Additionally, the upgraded second-generation ceramic shield front glass offers double the drop and scratch resistance compared to earlier iterations. Looking at the overall spec sheet, the iPhone 18 Pro Max comes equipped with the 2nm A20 Pro chip, 12GB unified RAM, a 48MP variable aperture main sensor, 48MP ultra-wide lens, 48MP periscope telephoto with 6x optical zoom, LTPO plus 120Hz display, and a massive 500+ mAh battery. Apple is expected to officially unveil the device at their traditional September 2026 keynote, with pricing starting between $1,199 and $1,299. If you are currently holding an iPhone 15 Pro or older, upgrading to the 18 Pro Max will feel like stepping into the future. Which of these 12 upgrades are you most excited about? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Asim Tech for more deep dive tech content. Thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you in the next video.